All right, yeah, guys, I'm back. Part two. This live. This is live, just like the first one had a bad internet connection or something. So, for those of you guys who didn't catch the first one, first of all, hold on. First, stop that beat. Stop it. It's your boy, Mr. Transaction Engineer. Been buying and selling houses for the past 100 years. Now, since 2004. And man, hey, just a day in the life of a real estate transaction engineer, baby. When I say transaction, that means able to do more than one transaction, one type of transaction. Wholesale, short sales, subject to, owner finance, wholesale, and all that crap. You name it. But guys, let's get back in here. So we're gonna go to the basement. If you caught the first video, we went through the first 2 floors and you saw how they left the property. I'm sitting on the front porch right now. They got cigars all out. Take a look, man. Just take a look. What is this here, buddy? Hey, man. Hit a thumbs up, man, if you feel my pain. Please hit a thumbs up. So this the front yard. This how they left the front yard. And let's go in. Ah, man. So guys, there's all the look at all this trash. So I don't know how long my place been vacant. Well, my neighbor called me and told me it looked like it was been vacant probably like a week ago, but it looks like longer. So we went through the first 2 floors. Look, they left me a grill in here. Regular table. So all this stuff, that's why I tell you guys, when you take over a property subject to and you're just gonna sell it on terms, if you're gonna just gonna sell it on terms, do not paint the entire house. Spot paint it. Spot paint it. Like just say if I, for example, let me give you a perfect example. Just say if I wanted to paint this wall, right? If I wanted to go back and paint this house yellow, guys, I wouldn't come here and paint this entire house. You selling it on terms. You want it to look good, but you don't want to invest a lot of money into it. So look at this wall. See this wall here? Would I paint this entire wall? No, because you only got these little marks right here. So you can take out like a quarter size piece of paint, take it down to your paint store. I prefer Sherwin Williams. Go to Sherwin Williams, guys, and get you some paint. They'll match it up pretty good. Home Depot can kind of match it up, but it's not really perfect like Sherwin Williams. So and you just paint these little spots, man, and it look like the whole house was painted. But thank God we only spot paint this property. I learned a long time ago not to repaint a whole house. You take over property subject to, you want to get in as lightly as possible, especially if you had to make up some back payments or get a seller some money like that. So your job is to get in light as possible. Light as possible. Only fix the stuff broken. You want to make it presentable, get the house cleaned up and all that good stuff, smell good, and put it on the market. Now, on part one, guys, we went through the first 2 levels. This is a live recording, so we lost footage earlier, but let's go downstairs. So they pulled the carpet up out of here. We're gonna have to put that back. Y'all have any questions, put it in the chat. Thank you. Look at all this trash. But it's basically a cleanup. Not too bad. Oh, look at this side, though. Look at all this crap they left over here. I'm definitely going to have to get somebody to come and clean all this up. Towel. Left all this stuff here. Come around the back, see what they done. Yeah, so we got to clean all this crap up. What is that? What's that? Go back in the inside. So I get a little cleanup crew. Come haul this trash out. 300-400. Well, we're gonna paint the entire place because we're gonna get ready to put on the market for sale. This property is in Alpharetta, Georgia, guys. You know anybody look for 5-bedroom? How many baths we got here? 1, 2, 3, 3.5 baths. We got a bedroom down here. They paint, so we gotta paint. The whole house was silver, guys. Great, you know what's popping right now. So we gotta fix that. They put a hole in the wall there. This is a part of the game, man. You're gonna be buying these properties, man. You're gonna have to come back in and fix them up. May have to come back in and paint it, not all of them, but sometimes you do. Down here. Damn, I don't know. Always go back, change your locks out, guys, on your properties. Make sure you lock all your windows. Make sure you have somebody that can look out for you in the neighborhood, look out for your house. So yeah, we gotta put this carpet back in here. Like I said, man, this is a power move, so we're gonna totally renovate this one, put it on the market. You guys anybody looking to buy a house in Alpharetta, Georgia, let me know. I'm gonna bring y'all in doing the renovation. Before and after, watch how it looks. It's gonna look totally different. And a little light job like this, guys, because we're gonna redo all the floors, paint the kitchen cabinets white, add appliances. We're gonna add a refrigerator. Probably put a new vanity inside right here. Put a new vanity and mirror. And basically just paint, carpet. We're gonna clean the carpet. Hopefully, this floor, all this floor here. We're gonna put one floor down, so probably gonna go with that waterproof vinyl floor and just do this whole bottom floor. Got to change out that stove top and microwave. So we got to add a little appliance package in. This here we put in before we lease the house out. So this is pretty new. Got the granite countertop. So that's good. This little cheap backsplash coming out. I guess they gotta go. So I'll say we probably be in and out of this deal. Well, it's gonna turn to we probably be in and out for about 10 grand, put it on the market. We're gonna list it for about 360. 360. Bluebird said, what's the subject to? The subject to is when you buy a property from a homeowner and they deed the property over to you, the loan stay in their name. The loan stay in their name, the title of the property transfer over to you or to your entity. Never put a house in your name. Never own a house in your name, guys. Don't do it. Put it in a land trust or LLC. Never own your own house or any properties in your name. That's a big no-no. We don't live that way. If any of you guys been following me, no. Because one lawsuit attached to all your properties. You want to keep you work too hard to just give your stuff away. But a subject to is basically, you meet a seller. It's not a traditional closing, but it's a lot of attorneys that does some subject to closings. You have to check for yourself. You have to check for yourself. Some attorneys, not all attorneys are the same. Some attorneys don't do subject to. Some don't do owner financing. Some attorneys only know how to close the traditional way. There's nothing wrong with that. But we like creative attorneys that think outside the box. Let me see what kind of question you got. And if you need more information on the subject to Bluebird, just go to our website, mrtransactionengineer.com, mrtransactionengineer.com, and email us if you have any questions. info@mrtransactionengineer.com. Let me see what question you guys have. What's up, Danny? Isaiah, what's up, man? Email me or DM me on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. I'm on all this stuff now. Instagram, what's the new thing? Clubhouse. Man, all over. Trying to keep up, man. It's a new app every week. Mr. Transaction Engineer across the board. Facebook. Now, I have somebody running my social media stuff, so I can't get back to you, instantly, but I do check it. Let's see. Can I go through the numbers on this one? Isaiah, I gotta say this one. I gotta cash out, man. This big boom about the bus. Guys, I'm gonna tell you, I've been doing this since 2004. If you don't hear nothing else that I tell you on this video, you listen to this. Real estate goes up and down, right? Everything goes up and down. But the beauty about real estate, it goes up and down in cycles. So right now, we're at the height of the market. We're at the tip top. We're at the peak of the market, right? Now it's time for it to start declining. But the thing about real estate, it's not like the stock market where it's boom, overnight, your $200,000 house worth $50,000. No, that's not the case here. But it will start to decline. So now it's 6, 7, 8 million people behind on payments. Once the foreclosures start, right, then it's going to start making the market go into a decline slowly. It's going to go slowly. And so now it's the time to sell. If you got any properties, now's the time to sell because the real estate is a cycle. We already hit the peak, so we got to come back down. So now you want to be selling last year and hopefully this year. So we liquidated a lot of properties, and now we just got, hey, we're ready. You want to be ready right now because when it starts to hit, these property guys, now, not every area going to be affected bad. Some areas are. Some areas going to take a 50% hit, 60% hit on the equity. Not all areas are going to decline real bad, but it's going to decline. And when it do, you want to be ready. This thing is 6 to 8 million people behind on their payments. Guys, the government can't save everybody. And if you don't have a job, you're not going to be able to keep your house. They gave you a whole year to get yourself together. Some people may need longer than that. But the banks, they don't care. The only reason they're not foreclosing off the chain now is because of, all the mandates and stuff going on. But that ends in March, the end of March. So the mandate is over, guys. It's going to be a flood of foreclosures going to hit. Now, it's not all going to hit at the same time. Listen to me. This real estate, it's going to take time. Over time, like before the market crashed, I was saying 4 counties that we was buying subject to pre-foreclosures. It was probably about 1,000 on the list out of 4 counties. So I would say when the market started to tank, started crashing, you'll know because that number will rise. So now instead of 1,000 in them areas, it's going to go up to 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. Just all depends on when they start cycling out. There's going to be more and more and more, and they're going to be hitting, guys, and it's going to be a massive opportunity. You want to have the cash in case you got to catch up these back payments, because the people that are in pre-foreclosure, everybody don't want to keep the house. Some people are going to want to sell. In order for you to buy a subject to, you got to have the capital to bring the loan current. So you got to bring the loan current so you could take it over. Remember, on the subject to, the loan stay in the seller name. The title transfer over to your entity name, your land trust, or to your LLC. We prefer land trust. So guys, you want to be ready. You want to have your money ready, because I'm telling you, if you just say if you were buying a property, you're a cash buyer, you buying houses for 40 to 50,000, right? You buying houses for 40 to 50,000. Well, you can have that 40 to 50,000 set to side, and when these subject tools come in, they say they're 8 to 10,000 behind. Now you got 4 properties, 4 pretty houses, because they sell them in all sizes. You see this pretty house here. This house is worth about 360 in Alpharetta, Georgia. So this one we took over subject to. All kind of houses, guys. You're gonna be able to take that 40 grand and go buy you 3 or 4 pretty houses, and you cash flowing every month. Because one thing about real estate, you gotta have some cash now, and you need some cash later, and you need some monthly income. So it's all based on those 3. You want cash now by wholesaling or selling these subject to on lease option. Then you want cash now. You want monthly cash flow from when you renting the properties out. You renting it out for $1,200, and you renting it out for $1,500, and if your mortgage payment is $1,200, that's $300 cash flow. So guys, put that money, stack that money to the side, even if it's just for your own house. And we got a course too, guys, subject to course. We just updated it too. But the guys who already got the subject to course, hey, y'all know, hit a thumbs up if you like it, man, and put a chat in the comment. Everybody, we got people closing. They closing, man. My boy Josh, what's up, Josh? My boy Josh up there balling. Josh was in the subject to master class too, man. Hey, man, guys, get ready, man. Get ready, because it's going down. Remember, real estate is not like the stock market. They're not going to instantly, boom, $100,000 house worth 50 tomorrow. No, it's going to take some time. I say we probably won't even see the bottom till 2022, 2023. It'll go down, and it's going to come back up, guys. So you just got to know how to play the game. But you want to be liquid, so when the properties are cheap, you own, man. I remember in 08, man, 08, between 08 and 2010, guys, we buying property downtown Atlanta, Georgia for $5,000-$10,000. Now them houses worth $140, $150. Now I know they'll never get that cheap again, but hey, you want to be ready, guys. And not every market gonna hit the same, but I know one thing: these pre-foreclosures are gonna hit like crazy. So you want to be ready, man, to get these properties. And you only want to work with people that want to work with you, guys. You can't force nobody to work with you. You want to deal with motivated sellers. Let me see. Okay, Isaiah, back to your question. How much did they put down? How much you bought it for? Balloon. How much will you sell it for? How much equity? Well, Isaiah, we bought this property. The loan is 180 on it. 180. It's a lien on here for about 30 on that lien. Now I could have been negotiated lien and got the lien off, but man, I got so much stuff going, I wasn't even paying attention. There's so much equity into it. Right now, we're going to sell before the market crash, so we're going to just pay the lien off. But if I were really focus on it, and if it was a big deal, I can get that $30,000 lien removed for about $3,000, $1,500 to $3,000, easy. So we in at let's say 190, right? Got a lien for 30. That's 190. That's 210. What is that? 210. Got to pay a private lender back 20. So that's 210, 20, 30. That's 230, and it's worth 360. So that's why I ain't sweating the $30,000 lien. That's an extra 30. Hey, everybody can use the extra 30, but it ain't a rush. We're not pressed for it, and we just gonna sell it, man. The comps over here is 350 to 360. So you do the math. That's a good 100 grand in here. Got to go to Hip Pocket National Bank, baby. The best bank for it to go to. Let me see what other questions. And we only had this property a year and a half, man. Year and a half. We got 20,000 down too. Dang, I didn't even add that. So now that 130, add that extra 20, that's 150, man. We're gonna make off this house. Wow, thank you, Lord. So now's the seller's market. Yeah, Bluebird now is a seller market, but due to all the foreclosures and all the people behind, once it started crashing, because we're at the top of the market too. So once it started declining, once the market started declining, that's the best word. Once it started declining, then it's going to turn to a buyer's market. And now it's time to buy. You're going to get some great deals too. Short sale, we do short sales, excuse me, occasionally. See, right now in this market, Bluebird asked a question, do we still do short sales? Yes, we do. But in this market now, being it's a seller's market, all the houses are looking pretty and stuff. You don't have no declines in the area, like to say within a 1 mile radius, you don't have. See, this is how a short sale work. If you got houses worth 200,000, and then once a house foreclosed and somebody buy it for 100,000 or 150,000, that weakens your value at 200,000 because this guy just sold for 150. So if you don't have any low values in the area within the mile radius that's comparable to your house, it's gonna be hard to do a short sale. They're gonna come back with the top market value, and it won't be no spread for you as an investor to make any money. Now, if you have a property that's in terrible shape, say it needs 30 or 40,000, you said $200,000 house, need about 30 or 40,000 or better, we'll do a short sale then because you're able to get a discount. So we do short sales, but it gotta make sense. Look at Josh. Josh ready over there. Josh, man, how you doing? Isaiah, we only had this house a year and a half, man. I do subject twos in Houston, bro. Just bought one for 500 that was underwater, but managed to do a loan mod on it. I always look for more buyers. Yes, sir. Congratulations, man. Fabian, congratulations. Yeah, we do the mods too, man. But you got to have the seller help. Make sure you have the seller help because when the market crashed last time, we had to switch over to modification because I'm a hustler, babe. I got to keep going, got to keep grinding. And when the market crashed, everybody stopped. When no wholesaling going on, when no doggone flips going on, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. Oh my God. So I only had 3 subject tools at the time because I was a wholesaling junkie. Man, I was wholesaling like crazy. You know them wholesaling checks, they look good. So I got addicted to the wholesaling checks, man. Market crash. Didn't nobody tell me nothing about a market crash. I got in 2004 or 5. I wasn't thinking market crash. I never even heard of that. I never even thought to look at it. That money was so good. I'm like, nah. But then the market crashed. I had 3 properties, man. So we had to transition. We transitioned over to modification, which was a blessing because we learned a lot of stuff. We modify a lot of, we assist the seller with modifying any of the subject to properties. Make sure if you're doing the modification, guys, you have a seller assistant. The seller assistant because it's against the law really for you as an investor to do the modification. So you got to let the seller do it. You just help them and guide them along the way. So make sure you be very careful of that. But that's another key nugget, guys. You can go in and have the seller. You can go in and assist the seller to modify the loan. That way you don't have to make other back payments. That's a golden nugget. Golden nugget. Let me see what the next chat. Loan mod. How much did you pay the seller for the house? I gave the seller $4,000. I gave the realtor, she had a realtor $4,000 also. And the student bought me this deal, so she's getting paid on the back end when we sell. Amico, you got a check coming, baby. Amico referred us to this deal right here, so she got a check coming. How much was the non-refundable auction fee? Auction fee was about 20 grand. It was 20 grand on this one. I can reach you at doing subject to deals in Georgia. We need to learn more closing deal. Isaiah, email us at info@mrtransactionengineer.com. Info@mrtransactionengineer.com. Let me see. Can't wait until the banks don't want the notes. Short sale, Jack Frost, yeah. When the market tank, man, it's gonna be short sales, gonna be back popping. We killed them on the short sales. We did about 300 short sales. With real estate, man, you gotta change with the market. Like wholesaling is not gonna be good all the time. Short sale not gonna be on all the time. You know, you gotta change with the market. That's why when you get in this thing, you gotta be in it to win it and know how to change with the market. Make sure you build up cash flow to take care of your everyday needs and expenses. And play the game, baby. Play Monopoly. Yep. Fabian said he done a loan mod with his seller on the subject too, and the interest rate went from 5% to 3%. They put the 40K in the arrears into the back on the back end. Yep, all day, Fabian. That's what we do all day. All day. But that's another thing, trying to that's like a whole nother subject. Getting the subject to, then you got to go in and do the loan mod. And the loan mod guys can take anywhere from about 2 to 4 months. You just want to make sure you're calling in and checking on it every week. Because as soon as they want a document, you got to get it into them. The faster you get it in, the better. If you take too long, they'll cancel the loan mod. So you got to be on top of it. Yeah, and if the sellers haven't gotten any loan mod done on the property, like in the last 2 or 3 years, they normally would do one for them. Guys, thank everybody for tuning in. Hit a thumbs up. God bless you guys. Keep growing. Keep going. Peace.